Good morning, students. Today we can see the carbon dioxide. So what is the formula for carbon dioxide? Means CO2. Carbon C dioxide is a O2. So this is a formula for the carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide is a chemical compound which has only one carbon and two oxygen. So that is a carbon dioxide. So this is a carbon dioxide which combine the bonding together, then only forms a carbon plus oxygen combines, only we are getting a carbon dioxide. So this is found in the earth's atmosphere, and it send back the solar energy, that is which is getting reflected by the surface of the earth, and then to make it possible for the living organisms to survive. So when the carbon dioxide accumulates more in the atmosphere, then it produces a harmful effect for us. So this is the small introduction about the carbon dioxide. So next, occurrence of carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide is present to the extent of about 0.03 percentage by the volume, and that is evolved by the plants and animals during the respiration. It is the carbon dioxide is used in the respiration and for the respiration process by the plants and the animals, and produced during the fermentation reactions. So mostly naturally occurring CO2 is emitted from the magma through the volcanoes. So the naturally occurring is emitted from the magma, that is through the volcanoes. So carbon dioxide may also originate from the biodegradation of oils and the gases. Then carbon dioxide is emitted by the human upset of the natural balance of the carbon cycle. And then man-made carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has increased the global temperatures, which is in the warming the planet. So this is the occurrence of the carbon dioxide. Next we can see the physical properties. So the carbon dioxide is a colorless, then odorless, and it is heavier comparing to the air. The carbon dioxide will be little bit heavier, and it does not support the combustion, and it is fairly soluble in water, and it turns blue litmus to the slightly red, and that is acidic in nature. So it can be easily liquefied under the high pressure, and it can be solidified also. So this solid form of carbon dioxide is called as dry ice. Solid form of carbon dioxide is called as dry ice, that is which undergoes the sublimation process. Next we can see the chemical properties. So combustibility. So it is a non-combustible gas, and it will not support the combustion. This already we saw in the physical properties also. So then the carbon dioxide is reacting with metals. This it will be having the lighter metals like sodium, potassium, calcium, and these are the metals that is combining with the carbon dioxide to form the corresponding carbonates, which gives the magnesium. Whereas magnesium, that is giving a oxide and the carbon. For example, 4Na plus 3CO2 gives a 2Na2 plus CO3, that is a CO3 plus carbon. So sodium, that is reacting with the carbon dioxide, and we are getting a sodium carbonate. If it is reacting with magnesium, we will be getting a magnesium oxide. At last we have to get a oxide. So then it is reaction with sodium hydroxide. So when the carbon dioxide is reacting, the sodium hydroxide is a base, and that is neutralized by the neutrally it should be there. So the neutralized by the carbon dioxide, that is a carbon dioxide is acidic to form the sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is salt, and water. So NaOH plus CO2 gives the NaOH CO3 plus H2O. So that is a sodium bicarbonate. Next, when it is reacting with lime water, that is a calcium hydroxide. So when the limited amount of carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water, it turns to the milky due to the formation of insoluble calcium carbonate. So what is this equation? CaOH2 plus CO2 gives CaCO3 plus H2O. That CaCO3 is a calcium carbonate. So here when the excess amount of CO2 is passed through the lime water, first it will be turned to the milky, and then and the milkiness disappears due to the formation of the soluble calcium hydrogen carbonate, that is a CaHCO3 twice. So the next uses of carbon dioxide. What are the uses means? This carbon dioxide is used to prepare the soft drinks and the aerated drinks. For example, a Coke, Pepsi, Fanta. So many of the which are the soft drinks that is filled with gases. That gas is a carbon dioxide, and this carbon dioxide is used in the fire extinguishers, then used for manufacturing the sodium carbonate by the Solvay process, and then solid carbon dioxide that is called as the dry ice. And where it is used means it is used in the refrigerant. The gas that is so cold moisture is there, in that air cold condenses on it. So this it will be creating a dense fog, that is which is used to stage shows and the movie effects. This is used. Then it is also used along with the ammonia in the manufacture of fertilizers like urea. For that purpose also this carbon dioxide is used. Then carbon dioxide can be used in the preservation of food grains, fruits, etc. So these are the uses of the carbon dioxide. Next we can see the greenhouse effect and the global warming. So greenhouse effect and the global warming is a very known topic for us. So what is that? The solar radiation that is absorbed by the surface of the land and the ocean. So they release the infrared radiation or heat to the atmosphere. So certain gases that is in the molecules that is present in the atmosphere that absorbs the infrared rays and re-radiate the heat in the all the direction. So this is the greenhouse effect. And then these gases, some of the gases maintain the temperature of the earth's surface. So the gas which is absorbing these radiation, that is called as the greenhouse effect, and the which is absorbing the radiation that is called as the greenhouse gases. And otherwise this effect is known as means only the greenhouse effect. So the greenhouse gas, what are the gases means? Carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, CH4, CFC. See what is CFC? CFC is a chlorofluorocarbon. So the increase in the level of these gases, that only result in the gradual increase of the temperature of the earth's surface. So if these gases get increased, then only the earth's surface level also, the temperature of the earth's surface also getting increased. So this greenhouse effect that is caused due to the increase in the air pollutants. Because of the vehicles, air is getting polluted, and water, because of the factories, the water is also getting polluted. So this result in the average of the increase in the temperature of the atmosphere. So that is called as the global warming. Because of the air pollution, full of the air is getting spoiled, and we can't breathe the good air also. So this is the air pollutant. So this process is called as the global warming. So what are the effects of global warming means? Because what is the effect means? Melting of ice cap and the glaciers. So then increase in the frequency of floods. Because of this, often we are getting flood, and then soil erosion, unseasonal rain. If in the rainy season, if rain is coming means that is good. There is no rainy season, but the rain is coming. So what happens? So that it will cause some of this effect. Loss of biodiversity, that is due to the extinction of coral reefs and some of the species. Then spreading of waterborne and insect-borne disease. So what are the prevention for this global warming means? Reducing the using of fossil fuels. If you petrol, diesel, because of that only often we are taking the vehicles and we are moving. If you are reducing the moving of usage of the vehicles, so because of that you can reduce if you reduce the fossil fuel means, so because of that air it will not be get polluted. So controlling the deforestation, and then restricting the usage of CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, in the refrigerator and the ACs. We are getting the chlorofluorocarbon outside, yes, and the heat is coming outside. So that is the chlorofluorocarbon. Planting the more trees. By planting we can use the planting more trees. Then reducing, reusing and recycling the sources, and then using the renewable resources energy. So because of this we can prevent the global warming. Then acid rain. So we all know that how the acid rain will be. Because of the acid rain, the Taj Mahal is getting spoiled. Rainwater is actually, that is the purest form of the water. So the pollutants such as oxides of nitrogen, that is a nitrogen oxide, N2O, then NO2 and sulfur, that is in the air, that is released by the factories. Because of the factories, only because of the factories, then burning the fossil fuels, eruption, volcanoes, so these are etc. This dissolve in the rainwater and forms the nitric acid and sulfuric acid, so which is adding up the acidity of the rainwater. So at last, what is the result? At last result is a acid rain. So how some of the effects of the acid rain, what are the effects means? It irritates the eye and the skin of the humans. Then inhibits the germination and the growth of the seedlings, and it changes the fertility of the soil, and it is destroying the plants and then aquatic animals also. And then it changes the fertility of soil, and it is destroying some of all the plants. Then it causes the corrosion of many buildings and then bridges. Because of the acid rain, the buildings and the bridges are also getting damaged. So what is the prevention for this means? The acid rain and the affects this, which can be controlled. So minimizing the usage of the fossil fuels such as petrol, diesel, we have to reduce the usage of these fossil fuels. And then using the CNG is a compressed natural gas, so we have to use the compressed natural gas. And then using conventional sources of energy, then proper disposal of industrial waste. So whatever the industries is there, the waste water, the chemical waters, everything they are that water is released in the rivers only. So because of that, the whole river is getting spoiled. So instead of getting water, passing the water in the river, we have to take a proper disposal. So because of that also, we can avoid the acid rains. So these are the prevention measures. So thank you, students.